Hi everybody, welcome to our very first Be-Cuzz podcast. My name is Eric.
And I'm Hailey, what's up?
And today we are going to be doing 20 questions. We're going to be answering 20 questions so you can get to know us a little better. And so, without any further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, first question. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Yes.
No.
Sweet and salty is like really...
Pineapple hurts my mouth.
Okay, well that's a you problem.
That's
not a flavor problem.
No. Do you know why it hurts people? It's not just me. It's a lot of people.
It's an allergy thing. It's acidic,
No, it's
right?
the proteins. I think it's like the proteins.
Enzymes. There we go. That's
the word. The enzymes in the pineapples eat away at your gums.
Well, fun fact, even with skincare stuff, they'll use pineapple for that.
And it eats away your skin. Could you imagine that? Good. Like eating your skin?
Okay, well, how much pineapple are you having on the pizza? Like, that's what I want to know. Seriously, I'm like, are you just gonna have like a layer of pineapple?
No, but I'm saying like
there's usually more ham on it than there's pineapple.
Even worse, ham. I have issues with ham. Anyway, moving on to the second question. Brownie piece. So if you had the choice between a corner piece or a centerpiece of a brownie, what would you choose?
I like the centerpiece because it's all gooey and good. I don't want the crunchy bits.
I like crunchy. That's a lie. I feel like with the corner piece, like you kind of get the gooey, but not like totally gooey, but you also get crunchy. So it's like kind of like a best of both worlds, but it's to the one extreme, but like the one end is to the extreme, but on the gooey side, it's not.
You want the corner or an edge piece? That's different.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Because if it's the corner, that's way more of the crust part. Yeah.
I think I'd go edge piece because you get crusty. I
hate that word so much.
You get, the crispiness and the gooiness.
Yeah. Or I just would have lava cake and it's all gooey and chocolate pours out of it.
I've never had lava cake.
It's really good. It's worth it. It is.
It looks good.
Okay, so question number 3. Things to buy to scare a Walmart cashier.
So
we did talk about this before.
I changed my answer from before. So we have to choose 3 things that we would buy to scare a Walmart cashier. And I would do zip ties, a plastic bag, and a metal chair.
I hate it already. I didn't even think of what it could do, but I would do bleach and straws and wine glasses or something. It's like my
I'd come to that party.
Yeah. It's end of the world party.
Woo, 2020. If you could invent something that could change the world, what would it be?
To change the world? That's a hard one actually, because I'd have to think about what will change the world. Obviously there's the people being well, if we have another type of fuel and stuff like that, you could do something like that, or you could be here's a pill to get rid of bigots or something. Yeah. You could just do that. I don't know.
For me, it would probably be how natural gas, there's pipes that go to your house? Yeah. I feel like that, but with Coca-Cola to all the houses.
Or it's own choice of your beverage.
You could choose literally any drink, and it's on tap at your house.
Okay, that's sick. Could it be
we could solve, not world hunger, but, all, the water problems
I think if you got to do, and if you're over 18, you could set up that could be alcohol. Right?
There you go.
That's a good idea. Because then I can be I really want wine.
And you don't even have to, it's just there.
I don't have to leave my house.
You don't have to leave your house.
That would cause a lot of problems, though. Because everyone will become alcoholics.
Yeah.
There we go.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Anywhere cold. Actually,
So here?
It's not cold enough here. I'm sorry, but it's not. People are ooh, Canada's so cold. I'm yeah, for the winter, but then you have summer and it's disgusting. There's bugs everywhere.
It's true.
I hate it. I start dreading the moment snow starts to melt and everyone whines when it snows again. And they're
right.
Oh no, I'm it relieves me.
It brings you joy.
Yeah, because I'm I don't want it to be warm.
Yeah.
Because all the bugs come out.
So you'd live in Alaska somewhere.
Probably.
Arctic Circle? Ooh.
Is that a thing? I didn't know.
I have friends that live in the Northwest Territories, at the very top of the Northwest Territories, and it's cold there all year round.
The problem with that, though, isn't it, super expensive to live
It's expensive.
And there's
milk
nothing...
was, $9 for one.
I swear I saw stuff, it'd be, $40 for something that should be, $5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's disgusting. I think I would choose, honestly, I think I want to live in Norway, though.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, yes.
I would just pretend I was, like, in
so much
Frozen
fun.
all the time.
Yeah. Norway, and they're really nice there, too.
I heard that, yeah.
It's
and,
good.
like, or I'd go to, like, Iceland or Greenland, like, any of those.
It's very pretty.
Denmark. Yeah. Or I could go to Slovakia and be with people with the same last names as me.
Right.
I feel like that. That'd be
That's
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
For me, this is very specific, and no one will know where this is.
I'm really nervous now.
But it's Crescent City, California, and this is it's. If you're going to see the big redwood trees in Northern California, you pretty much have to go to Crescent City. It's not even a city. It's honestly amazing coastline. It's right on the ocean, and it is so weird. It's the weirdest town because there's a cheese factory in the middle of the community area, like in the where all the houses are. There's just a cheese factory.
Okay, I love it.
And it's amazing cheese.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And the way, people make money there is by working at the prison.
Oh. That was I was not expecting. I thought you were just going to say the cheese factory.
No.
That was such a big
It's the cheese factory, the local Walmart, and the prison.
Okay, you didn't even mention the prison, so I was not expecting that. You were focusing on a cheese factory. Now I'm a little nervous for you.
It's fantastic.
Look, there's a cheese factory, but there's a prison.
I
mean, that's a good idea. You'd probably make good money.
Yeah.
I don't know how safe I would feel, though, being, like...
It was safe when we were there.
Is it a cool prison? Like, is it, like...
I don't know. We didn't see it. Like, it's very tucked away.
What is that one that's, like, in the water and you can't get to?
Alcatraz?
Yeah, there we go.
I want to go there.
That would be sick. Next one, how basic are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10, yeah. Well, like I said before, I'm sad. I'm like, honestly, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe a 7. Now I'm thinking I'm probably like an 8.5. Because, like, how I am so basic. Like, I'm that person, of course, like, yay, pumpkin spice. But, like, I've got my jewel. I wear fake Uggs. I order from, like, all those. I order from, like, is it Shein? Shine?
I don't know.
I don't know how to say it. But, like, I just feel like I do a lot of those things. And I just wear leggings for pants, like, every single day. I think the only thing I do different... I can't even think of a thing that I'm, like, unique with. I'm sad.
For me, I'm going to say a 5.5. Mostly because of the music that I listen to. Not really... I don't really have a style. I'm trying to go thrifting. I'm trying to get style. But, like, on the music and pop culture side of things is very, like...
See, and I'm a mix with
basic.
The pop culture. Because I'll be like, Katy Perry. But then I'll listen to, like, weird...
That's true. Same here.
Yeah. So I feel like that kind of... It makes you cooler if you're listening to, like... Oh, I listened to this pop singer, and then... I mean, then again, my favorite band's Fall Out Boy, and when you tell people that, they're like, oh, I'm like, it's not just Sugar We're Going Down, there's way more to this band.
Favorite movie?
Okay. I put down, like, a bunch, because I have a spectrum of them. So, Selena...
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I saw that when I was like, I honestly thought I think I saw it when I was like 3 or 4.
Really?
So I was really young, and I would yell at my mom for not naming me Selena. And then Hot Rod.
Of course.
That movie's just like a classic.
It's a lot.
It is.
There's a lot going on.
It's like, I almost find it, oh no, I was gonna compare it to like Napoleon Dynamite in the way where it just makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like the humor, but it's not. It's obviously not, because like Napoleon Dynamite is like a classic.
Yeah.
That sounds like I'm...
No, you're right. It's such a good movie.
Okay, Oliver and Company and Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Interesting.
That movie, man. I saw it in theaters, had the book, everything.
Wow. Yeah. I've never heard of it. For me, you've never heard of this movie. It's called Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah,
so, like, take Wildebeest, but, like, Wilder People. And it takes... it's so stupid, but it's a really heartwarming story. It's done by Taika Waititi. He did Thor Ragnarok and Jojo Rabbit. And a whole bunch of other things.
Is this a cartoon? Like, what is this?
No, this is like a live action. It's on Netflix if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah.
It takes place in New Zealand, and it follows this foster kid who finds his home. And it's a crazy adventure in the bushes of New Zealand.
So is it, like, a sad movie? Like...
No, it's a funny movie, but there's, like, sad parts to it.
Okay.
It's, like, really good movie.
Like, if you were to define the genre, is it, like, a comedy?
Comedy, but there's touching parts to it.
Yeah, and I feel like they usually are. Okay. So we're gonna talk about favorite movie quotes. And mine.
Get ready.
The only one I could think, and I literally already just named the movie Selena, and my favorite line is the anything for Selena. I'm like, you cannot lie. That's like the best thing. It's like the most iconic part. It's
Keep
like when her
for
car
Selena.
gets her bus. Okay, what's yours?
Classic movie.
Oh, no.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Oh my gosh! See, and that just brought your basic score like
way up. Like it's full on 11 now. I watched that movie recently. So good. I quote it. Yeah. I quote that on the daily whenever I'm going out with some friends.
Or everyone's like, "You go, Glen Coco."
I'm naming my first car Glen Coco.
I always wanted to name a dog Glen. Like,
then you can yell, "You go, Glen Coco," when you're like, throw a ball, you know?
Or if I get a cat.
Glen
Actually,
Coco.
I'm not getting a dog. I'll name a cat that.
Thank
I get
you.
a boy cat. There we go.
Glen Coco.
Or I guess a girl can be named Glen.
Next question. This is question number 9 already. This is very controversial. It's very heated. You know, please be nice in the comments about this one. Is Hilary Swank hot? Let's hear what you have to think, Hailey.
Okay, so one thing, she's not ugly.
No,
not ugly.
She's not ugly.
It's a preference thing. I think that she's great for, like, if I was 40, I'd be like, yeah, like, on fire.
Yeah.
But, again, I just feel like I think she's basic.
Yes.
There we go. Because there's a lot of those celebrities where you look at them and you're like, like,
yeah.
they're like, they're not ugly. Like,
no.
They're like, if I look like them, I'd be pretty happy, but it's still, like, kind of, like, whatever.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
She's not hot. She's not ugly. She's right in the middle. She's pretty.
Yeah, there you go.
No? This is from The Office. This is from an episode, and I'm on the side where they're like, she's pretty. She's not hot. She's talented, yes, but is she, like, an amazing actress?
I can't even think of what she's in.
She's in a recent, like, Netflix movie or something. It has to do with space. It's basically an Interstellar knockoff.
Is it, like, where she has that kid or something?
Yeah, or something.
Yeah,
I
haven't
know.
seen it. I honestly can't, like, name to you what she's in right now. I am not very...
I don't think she's been in much lately.
Yeah, I can't even...
Question 10. What reality show would you be on if you could choose one?
Okay, what do you think you would do?
I would do an Amazing Race. Like, not the Canadian one. That'd be cool on the Canadian Amazing Race, but I want to go on the American one where they go all around the world.
I would want to be in, like, Real Housewives.
Yeah.
But I would need to find, like, a rich, like, partner. I'm like, that'd be so cool.
You could just be rich, yell at other people, and move on with your day.
You know how cool it is to just, like, show off your wealth and be like, and all the drama they're in? I'm like, I wish that was my drama.
That'd be fun.
Like, just yelling at people, throwing drinks at them. That'd be so much fun.
That'd be... I'd pay to do that. I would pay someone to do that.
I would pay to do that, because then I could just, like, yell at people and be like... Whatever, I'm rich. Or like, my husband is this. Because they always like to brag about who their husband is. So that'd be kind of cool. Or I'd want to be on Love is Blind, what we were saying before, because they need to add more different types of people on it.
Yeah.
Because I did have an issue with, like, I found that they didn't have a lot of, like...
they didn't have a range of people.
Didn't have a range of people. Like, again, I liked that they had people of color, but I felt like they could have done more.
They're very... I haven't seen it, but from, clips and stuff, they're very Instagram-y.
Yeah.
They're like the Instagram models.
They're
like...
Yeah, and they just all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's some very beautiful people on it, but again, like, I wanted to see more. Yeah.
More of that, more
think of the word diversity.
Diversity,
there we go.
like different body types, different cultures, all that good stuff.
And I would love that.
Favorite food, we're on 11.
Yeah.
Favorite food.
Okay, so I love poke. I can't even say. I'm sorry, everyone. And sushi. I love anything with like raw fish. Like, it makes me so happy.
What favorite food for me would probably be an Eggs Benedict.
Oh, I should have put that.
Eggs Benedict.
Oh my gosh, that's like my one thing I order everywhere.
The best thing to wake up in the morning with some hollandaise sauce on eggs, on bacon, on bread.
Yeah.
Anything with bread
perfect,
for me.
Like English muffins, but that's like anywhere I go, if they serve Eggs Benedict, that's what I'm getting.
No matter what time of day.
Yeah, if
I'll have it for supper.
Oh yeah, like if I go to Denny's, I'm like, Eggs Benedict. Like, regardless.
It was at Earl's a few years ago, and I had an Eggs Benedict, and they overcooked the eggs. The yolk was cooked.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh, I paid. My parents paid.
You gotta, I'm like, okay.
My parents paid like what? Almost like $20
You didn't get
for...
them to take it back?
Well, it was only my second Eggs Benedict, and I was like loving it. It was good, but then I was like, oh crap, it's not cooked right. Question number 12: if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Well, I think what's weird if you meet people that don't like pasta.
Pasta's
because I like it if you do pasta because you can have like all sorts of things. You
do it in so many ways.
Oh, and you can have seafood.
Seafood.
Yeah, I love seafood. Anything with seafood, honestly.
Anything with like prawns or shrimp. Oh, yeah. Yes.
But I feel like it kind of correlates to like their favorite food. But I feel like I would get sick of eating Eggs Benedict every day.
That's true.
Because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
And that's like, and then even with sushi, like, it bothers me after a while. Like, if I have too much of it, and it's like, I'll feel really gross.
I've never had it.
It's like almost like too much fish.
Because it looks dense.
Yeah, it is.
It looks dense.
But you could have like all forms of pasta. I don't know. It'd be really heavy too. You
Pasta's,
can't win with that.
Pasta's great. For me, it's pasta. Mac and cheese. Because you can do so much with mac and cheese. You can do it in so many different ways. You can add in different kind of meat. You can add in, hot sauce. You can change the cheese, change the noodles.
But one thing I want to know, if it's saying one food if you had to eat one, is it one that is like just one type set, of food? Yeah. Right. Is it, and you can't alter it?
When I was thinking about this question, it'd be like more generic, like mac and cheese is an umbrella term for different styles. But if I were to choose like a single mac and cheese, it'll probably... This is the one time I actually like ham. It's like with a little bit of ham, a little bit of hot sauce, Cholula, oven baked with a crispy top.
Yeah, you gotta always do the baked mac and cheese.
And with bacon bits on top.
Yeah, like what I usually do is I'll have like bacon in it.
Oh, yeah.
Eating it.
Mac and cheese needs to be delectable every time.
I know, because I like the box like mac and cheese.
It's fine for lunch.
So if it's one type of food, you could have boxed one or one you bake, right?
I'd rather have baked.
Yeah. But it's like if you got to choose, like you could probably do both because it's not the same food. There you go.
13, dream job.
What would you say is your dream job?
Marry rich. I don't want a job.
Okay, you want to be a sugar baby?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I would like to marry rich too, and then I could
start your own business.
Yeah, start my own business, because it would be really hard to start my own business. I would love to create my own store and have like an environment that's very inclusive and is more understanding with people that have disabilities, because I find that's definitely a difficulty in a lot of workplaces, and they also cheap out on that. I would rather invest a lot into it if it means that it's a more healthy environment for my employees and for like the customers that come too, because I think that's a big deal, because I feel like people forget about that and they just like cut like the important things of it.
I just want to live on a yacht all day and sunbathe and eat good food and prawns and shrimp.
Nice. I've never been on a yacht, but I haven't either. That'd be so cool.
I'll invite you on my yacht.
You'll have to let me, and then I have to have parties on it though.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. If it's really big, I could have like one side for a party.
No, yeah. Just have like a whole deck.
Yeah.
Just a party deck,
you know? Have like different like levels to it.
Yeah.
Okay, might as well just have a cruise ship.
Sure. I'll buy a cruise ship. Worst school subject?
Worst school subject? All of them? No. I did pretty bad in school. The only thing that helped me in English is because I could write, but I could not read. Like I have a learning disability. I have dyslexia and I have no comprehension, so it's a struggle for me. Yeah. Like I found ways around it, but when you're like having to read a book, or something, or like when you're trying to prepare, and with English and social, a lot of the questions are a lot of words.
Yeah, they're very tricky.
Yeah. I find that social's easier though.
You can, for me with social, just there's cues in the questions about what the answer is, and for me anyway, gets to be fairly obvious.
Yeah,
that's not for everybody.
Memorize the textbook, and then
that's how you do good in social.
Yeah.
In Alberta.
What would yours be the worst?
Chemistry was awful. I hated every moment of it. Not every moment of it, because there's some cool people in the class, but teaching like the concepts and material I hated.
That's why I never took like any of the other science. I just did science like 10, 20, 30. Right. I never did anything more than that, because I'm like, I don't want to focus on one. It's awful. Like,
my friend did just, like, the generic sciences, and I wish I did that, because it's... Like, you still do physics, chem, bio, but they're simple. They're not intense.
You're not going into an in-depth thing, and you're like, okay, we only have a few weeks left of this. That's weird, then. Why did you choose to take chemistry?
Honestly, don't know. Because I took Chem 20, and then I was like, well, might as well do Chem 30, and that was a train wreck, because I was going into the diploma with a 49%, and I got 52% on the diploma, and I finished Chem 30 with a 50% on the
awesome.
dot. I was so happy. I was ecstatic. It was great.
Honestly, even at 50%, that's good enough for me, because
same here.
I had to retake Math 10 because
Math 10 was hard.
Yeah,
it's surprisingly hard.
So, like, when I was in grade 10, they changed it later on. Like,
it's different from when I did it.
Yeah, because when I was in grade 12, they did the -1, -2, -3, or whatever. But I was in pure, failed it with a 47, and then I redid it in homeschool, and I'm pretty sure when I did homeschooling, I want to say I did, like, -3.
Yeah, that's okay. One thing I don't like about, especially in my high school, our high school.
Yeah, we went there. I went there
the dashes were almost like a social hierarchy.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it worked out. And I had no problems with people doing -3 things. That's, I don't shame them for doing that. It's just what they're...
Well, we're all forced to be there.
Yeah.
So might as well just do what we feel comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with a certain subject, do the easy one. I don't care.
I did math -2 this year.
If you're really worried about a certain job, you can always upgrade.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing people forget. I'm like, when you're in high school, you're just thrown in. And you're, like, forced education. So, yeah, you want to learn, but...
Go at your own pace.
Yeah, exactly. So if you need to take an easier course, do it.
Do it.
Like, do not force yourself to do anything harder.
Mm-hmm. I learned that with chemistry. I should have not taken that.
Well, it's over now. So
it's over now. Thank goodness. 15. How do Krugs make you feel? If you don't know what Krugs are, Google it, and you will be horrified.
And like I said, it's a bear wearing Crocs. That's what it looks like. I hate it, right?
It looks like it. Oh, wow. I didn't think of that.
I know. It's so bad. Okay.
For me, it makes me want to involuntarily vomit on the spot. Just
then you should. Why haven't you?
So gross. Sure. So we're gonna stop at question 15. We're gonna answer some of the viewer questions that we posted. We posted a story on our Instagram, asking, general questions about what the viewers wanted to hear from us, our opinions on different things, and we got a few answers.
Or questions.
I should reword that better.
This is from Ruth. What's up, Ruth? How have you kept a good mental health during COVID lockdown? #excited for podcast.
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's been difficult.
Honestly, my life hasn't changed much because I've always been kind of like been stuck at home anyways, like with all the mental health issues. I mean, it has made me feel a little bit more trapped because I can't just go and do normal things. It sucks for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, it really does. Like, everyone's going through this. It's affecting some people worse than others.
Mm-hmm.
People can't work. There's, like, lower income people are really screwed over.
Yeah.
What do you think?
For me, I don't get out a lot either, so it hasn't changed my life in that sense, but COVID happened when I was still in school, and that was
grade 12.
And so my prom got canceled, my grad got canceled, everything was just...
Prom? Did they do prom?
They
changed
it to prom.
Not banquet?
No,
wow, that's
because it cost too much.
Oh,
Yeah,
so they
they
cheaped
out. Yeah.
Wow. That's funny, because I'm like, hearing you say prom, I'm like, yo, you're American. American.
And so losing pretty much the second half of my grade 12 year was disappointing in certain... Like, I don't like school, but the social aspects of not seeing, my friends and stuff...
And you don't get to have that, like, memory of your last day of grade 12.
Yeah.
Like, I hated school. Like, that is one thing everyone knows about me is I had a really terrible time in school. I have a lot of social issues, and a lot happened to me in high school. But I liked that feeling of the last day you walk out of school.
And you're freedom.
And you're like, peace out.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, it's done. Like, it feels so good where you kind of had it where it was like, okay, it's done. And you're like, oh, I'm at home. What happened?
It was really weird because on the last day, so March 12th was a Thursday, and that's when it started being... It was in Alberta. It was kind of, more people were getting infected in Alberta.
Yeah.
And a week before that, Ontario closed down their schools, and then BC closed down their schools the week of the 12th.
Yeah.
And so we're like, are we going to get closed down? And so the
we're
Thursday, we're all freaking out at school and nobody knows what to do. The teachers are, you know, panicking because they don't know if we're going to go to online learning.
So were you even, like, continuing, like, your classes properly?
Not properly. Like, we were basically just sitting in class, just talking, freaking out.
Yeah.
And then the Friday, so the 13th was my last in-class day, and I remember saying goodbye to all my friends because we didn't know if we were going to coming back the next week. So we're like, goodbye, maybe. And a lot of the kids I haven't seen since then.
That's so weird.
6 months, and it was weird. It's
It's
weird.
already been that long.
Back to the question. I went on a tangent. For me, it really hasn't changed because I don't go out, but I find doing creative things, so for me that's probably photography, and just finding different outlets, whether it's baking or, you know, whatever, art. I feel like that helps take your mind off of it and takes you to a different space in your head.
And I feel like a lot of people are discovering that they have these, like, abilities, because a lot of people are just programmed into one way, right? People went to school, they went to work.
They're so used to being told what to do.
And now people are kind of figuring, they're kind of like, oh, like,
I can do this.
I have nothing to do. I guess I could do this. Like, some people got into gardening or whatever. Now it's like
music and that stuff.
And that's cool. Like, that is, like, something you want for yourself. Like, you want to be able to do other things. It's more fun and it's good for you.
Makes life more fun. So I encourage anyone listening, find a new talent, or not a talent, or activity. Find a new activity that you can just, you know, escape
and you might
to.
Suck at first.
You might suck.
You might really suck.
But that's the fun of it. And so, so when you get good, you can look back and be like, oh my goodness, that was terrible.
Okay, so Jackson.
Jackson.
What's better, chocolate or gummy candies? Just an overall opinion. Okay, so we talked about this earlier.
We almost got in a fist fight over it.
So I personally, like, I find that gummy candies, they bother my jaw. Like, but if I had to choose between, like, candies and chocolate, I would choose candies 100% because I choose Nerds and Gobstoppers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like, they're
Gobstoppers?
So good.
Oh, so good. Except the grape ones, I could burn the grape ones.
Oh yeah, I hate the grape ones.
Same here. I'd go with more, I wouldn't necessarily go gummies. I wouldn't do chocolate. I wouldn't do gummies. I'd do more powdery candy.
That sounds like drugs.
It's not drugs, I swear. Like you said, Nerds, Gobstoppers, Smarties. No.
Well, that's a chocolate.
That's chocolate.
I mean, unless you're an American.
Unless you're American.
Yeah, because we were talking about that. It's
that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
What was it? Rockets.
Yeah. So I would say if it was between gummy candies and chocolate, I would choose chocolate 100%.
I'd choose gummy.
Because
chocolate is, I always like, it's dense for me. It's not like I find it really dense.
Smarties are so nice.
Smarties are,
and you get to, like, this is gonna sound weird, but you get to, like, suck on it and then you, like, break the shell.
Okay, I do that. Okay.
I feel like everyone does it. You feel weird that you do.
And then your, like, tongue goes all, like, raw.
But you'll put, like, a bunch of them in your mouth and, like,
you make weird faces.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know.
Who?
Is it?
Oh, that's Ty.
Ty.
Hi, Ty.
Hi, Ty. What's your thoughts on the WAP song?
The WAP song.
I actually.
There's some good remixes.
Honestly, I know the remixes are amazing. I was listening to it on the way here with my dad, and I was, like, singing along to it. My dad was, like, tapping his foot. It's a good song.
It slaps.
You know what? It like, it's good, and I feel like it's empowering in the same way. Like, I don't know.
It's kind of like there was Bang Bang, Anaconda, and then WAP.
Man. And then another person, Alex, said, "Why though?"
Because podcast. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. Leave a thumbs up. And a nice comment, please.
This one's good. What restaurant chain would you burn down if you had the choice? Like, if you could.
If you could just eliminate one restaurant chain.
I mean, maybe not burn it down because, like,
that's arson and illegal.
Yeah, that's awful. But if you got to just get rid of one.
Yeah. What would it be, Hailey?
Well, we talked about this. I said Swiss Chalet.
Yeah.
The problem with me is, like, one, they have a drive-thru. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But when you go there and, like, I haven't been there since I was, like, 10. And I remember asking to not get onions on my quesadilla. Yeah, it was really lame.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, it's, like, pre-made. And then when I had it, it was lame. Like, it wasn't good. And
I went there.
It's never busy.
No, it's never busy. It's for old people.
Yeah, but I'm like, how is this still like a business? Like, who's buying
Skip the
it?
dishes, probably.
Yeah.
I went there recently. Not recently, like pre-COVID, and I got this. I don't even know what it was. It was basically a piece of bread, chicken on top, covered in gravy.
Their gravy's not even good.
It was disgusting. It was literally, and then the bread got all soggy because of the gravy, and it was all mush. And then the chicken like got all mushy too with the gravy. It was
sometimes
so
you
bad.
like it when it's like moist because like if you think about like, Thanksgiving food, you just lather everything.
The idea
in gravy.
was there. It just wasn't executed.
Yeah.
It was done. Chef Ramsay would not be.
He'd be very pissed.
You'd be very mad.
Oh, and then Montana's. We talked
Yeah,
about.
I would burn down Montana's because I hate the smell. The smell in there. It has a weird smell. It has like... Probably because of the wood. Because it's all wood building.
But the thing is, Montana's used to be cool. It was like a theme.
It used to be.
Yeah, like when we were kids, it was like a theme. Like you
like
go
mountains,
there and,
you know?
and all that stuff and had all the displays. And the food kind of went with it. And now it's like, here, have a waffle burger, a chicken thing. And it's like...
There's no...
But they tried to be so creative, but the food isn't good. Like, it's like they're going over the top with some creative ideas that are big at other restaurants, and it's just not working.
It's like the same flavor, just in different forms.
Yeah. And it's
That's what I
it's
find.
put together, like, not that well. I'm sorry if you work in Montana's. I just don't like their menu.
Yeah. They changed the menu, too. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when they first changed their menu, and I was like...
It was...
Where's my chicken tenders?
But even, like, they had, like, the drumstick you could
Yeah.
have and, like, all the sides. It was... I feel like, well, maybe food was just way better when you're a kid.
Probably.
You're just less picky. You're just like, wow, amazing.
Chicken strips.
And then, like, the
Plum
ice
sauce.
cream cones. Like,
Yeah,
the
I remember
little
those.
mini ones or whatever. Do they still give out, like, lollipops?
I assumed... I haven't been in years. Number 17. What words would you mispronounce as a kid?
Okay, this one's funny. So, you know, like the song Silent Night.
Yeah.
This is so funny. So, and I'm sure other kids have done this. So it's like Silent Night, Holy Night. I would sing Holy at Night. And
I think I remember that.
Yeah, my family would all make fun of me. For years, I thought that's what it was.
Holy at Night.
Holy at Night. Like, and I'm sure you guys heard me sing that. Because I would have to, for school and stuff, like, I would sing that. Like,
Really?
and I'd be like, I thought that's what it was.
No.
It's just made
Not
sense to
quite.
me.
For me, probably the most notorious one was probably, I would say the word downtown as town. Just like, I go, Mom, there's town over there. And it took me years, honestly, like probably till like grade 2 until I figured it out. We're already on question 18. What's a song you absolutely hate?
What's a song you hate? Then maybe I'll
Yummy
get
by Justin Bieber.
Yummy? Yeah, that one's not that good.
Yummy's disgusting.
Oh, why can't I think of a song that I hate? Because I remember there was like a Halsey song that used to drive me nuts. And
Halsey singing Blink-182. Or
that was
it
so
Blink-182
Yeah.
in the mall? Favorite video.
Iconic.
So
That
good.
is iconic. That was like she reminds me of a girl that would like growl at people in school.
Yeah, she'd hiss at people.
But look at her now. Like, I'm just like...
Good for her.
Look at where she went. To,
Yeah.
Like, but there was something about her voice that would kind of bother me. I find when she sings live, she sounds way better.
Yeah.
I feel like they almost make her voice sound more babyish.
Pull up
I don't
Britney
know.
Spears.
Yeah, I think it's just like with the... Because obviously they have to do auto-tune and stuff.
Yeah.
I just feel like it doesn't do justice for her voice.
Right.
There is a list of songs I could go on that I hate. But I can't think of one right now.
Interesting.
Because I hate a lot of stuff.
Song by your fave artist that you don't like.
I feel like this is almost going to be a Katy Perry topic because there are a few... I didn't like Deja Vu, which you said you did, I think.
If I'm in the mood for it.
And I didn't like Mind Maze either.
No, I don't like my maze.
Yeah.
My favorite band, I don't, like, besides Katy Perry, my favorite band is called Valley. They're very small, not many people know them, and they're really good. Check them out, they're amazing. And there's one song called Phone Call from Amsterdam.
I already hate it.
And it's the worst. It's like, they're really stylish, they have this really cool sound, and then there's Phone Call from Amsterdam. That's just generic and like, ugh.
Because my least favorite album... from Fall Out Boy is American Beauty, American Psycho. I know that's kind of like some people have like gotten mad at me for that. But with that one, because I just felt like some of the songs were just like meh. But even the song, the American Beauty, American Psycho, oh my gosh, it annoys me so much. And Uma Thurman. There are some songs in this album that are like so good. Like The Kids Aren't All Right. I'll cry to that song all the time. But those two songs, I'm like, and Uma Thurman, that one bothers me so much, and I hate the video. Like, I hate it so much. I'm just like, why did you have to do that? I'm like, they used to make such good music videos, and then they made that one, and I was like, you didn't even try. Just like
zero effort.
Yeah.
Okay, now, this is the 20th question. I know this answer already. I, planned this out. But this is a surprise question to Hailey.
Oh, no.
What Kardashian would you get in a fight with? Like, if you had to choose, which Kardashian would you fight?
I wouldn't want to fight Khloe because she would kick my butt. If I would choose one, I feel like I could beat up Kylie.
Yeah.
I feel like I could. Yeah. Because I feel like, I don't know. Or Kendall. But I feel like the main, like, Kardashians, I feel like they would, like, kill me. Like,
they're aggressive. Have you, like, I've seen clips of them fighting, and it honestly scares me.
Khloe, though, I feel like she would, like, demolish me. Yeah. She does, like, I just don't, like, she would kill me.
I feel like, I don't know if I would win this fight, but Kourtney, because she just annoys me so much. She is the source of so many issues for me.
You know, that is kind of true.
She's just a little problematic.
But it's funny because she acts like she's like this victim. It's so funny because like I don't really watch the show.
I don't either.
And which R.I.P. to Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Right.
But things I have noticed is she's like, why? I just want to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they're all
rich.
I know, I'm like, cool, rich people.
So that is the 20th question. That concludes our very first podcast. Yay, we will be doing a podcast every week, so every Thursday we will be posting. And have a good week. And remember, we can make fun of you, but you can't make fun of us.
'Cause I'll cry. We will cry.
Peace out.